Well, good morning everyone. Hope you are doing good and having a great week. To all my returning subscribers, thank you for your support. And to all our viewers and those recently subscribed, thank you and welcome to this channel. So Singapore will be marking its 60th independence anniversary on the 9th of August of this year 2025. So for this video, I thought we'll talk about some silver Merlions. I do have my stack of silver Merlions rounds on your screen, and these include the Singapore Merlion round from Bullion Star of Singapore, and the silver Merlion round from the Singapore Mint. However, for this video, we'll not be talking about those rounds. Instead, we'll be talking about these SG50 rounds that were issued out in 2015 and 2016 when Singapore celebrated its 50th anniversary. But before I get to these rounds, I'd just like to put it out there that I do have a crowdfunding page on Buy Me a Coffee, the link of which you can find in the description text of my YouTube homepage. So go ahead and click on that and have a look, and I would appreciate any support that you guys can give, as this channel here is not monetized. Alright, with that all done, let's go ahead and take a look at some SG50 silver Merlions. So the silver rounds that we'll be talking about today was issued out by a relatively obscure private mint here in Singapore. This mint is known as the International Bullion Mint, or IBM. Very little information is available online about this mint. I never heard of this name before coming across these silver rounds, and I believe they were only in operation for a couple of years. Their web page is currently closed, although their Facebook page is still open. However, they've not updated or uploaded anything over the last few years, so no current information about them. With so little information, and as we don't come across these rounds very often right here in Singapore, I believe these rounds are actually quite rare. From what little information I could gather, I believe there are 4 different designs to collect, and despite being very difficult to find, I do have all 4 of them. These were issued out for just 2 years, 2 different rounds for 2015 when Singapore celebrated its 50th independence, and 2 rounds for 2016. So when we cut to the next screen, I'll go through quickly the specifications of these silver rounds. Then I'll talk about the reverse of the rounds, which is basically the same for all 4 designs, and then I'll show you the reverse for each of the rounds in turn. So these SG50 silver rounds are struck in 3 nice fine silver, they have a weight of 31.1 grams or 1 troy ounce, a diameter of 40.6 millimeter, and a thickness of approximately 3 millimeter with a fully weathered edge. No mintage numbers are available from IBM, and according to their website or what they publish on the internet, you can also purchase a 1 ounce gold version of these silver rounds. Here's a closer look at the reverse of the round, which is essentially unchanged for all 4 designs. Right in the center, we have the SG50 logo, which is in mirrored finish, and just behind that we have some exploding fireworks. Just above we have the word Singapore, and the interesting thing about this is the letter S and the letter O has been replaced by the number 5 and the number 0. Just below that we have the years of the anniversary, 1965 to 2015, and right over here we have the logo for the International Bullion Mint, or IBM. Okay, with all that out of the way, let's go ahead now and take a look at the first silver round that was issued out in 2015. And when I flip it to the obverse, we can see this is a Merlion design. The Merlion is in almost proof-like finish with a mirror shine on it. And right next to the Merlion, we can see 3 fighter jets with some bursting fireworks right over here. And just below here, it reads 50th Anniversary Singapore. Right below that, we can see the composition of the metal, 1 ounce 3 nice fine silver. And just above here, we have the year of issue of 2015. Do take note for this silver round here, the SG logo here is in proof-like mirror finish. And for that year, IBM came out with a second silver round design, retaining the design on the reverse. But here on the obverse, we can see now that this silver round celebrates the year of the goat. Here on the obverse, we can see a single goat standing on a grassy field with the logo for IBM just over here. And right next to it, we can see the Chinese character for the word goat, the English words year of the goat right below that, and the year of issue of 2015. And just above, we have the composition of the metal, 1 ounce, 3 nice fine silver. The following year in 2016, IBM came out with 2 silver rounds design. Here's the first one that I have to show you. And as you can see, the design on the reverse is unchanged. But here on the obverse, we can see that this silver round celebrates the year of the monkey. On the design, we can see 2 monkeys sitting on a branch. The bigger monkey handing over to the smaller monkey a Chinese ingot. And it looks like he's holding onto a lotus flower. And just over here, we have some plants or bursting fireworks. While over here, we have the Chinese character for the word monkey. And right over here, again, we have the logo for IBM. And right below that, we have the year of the monkey in English, the year of issue of 2016. And just above, we have the composition of the metal, 1 ounce, 3 nice fine silver. The final silver round that I have from IBM for this year 2016 is a little bit unusual. It's quite different from the other rounds that I showed you. This round is finished in frosted finish or matte finish, and here on the reverse you can see that the logo has changed from SG50 to just SG. There's still some bursting fireworks behind, and the word Singapore is in the same style with the letter S and letter O replaced by the number 5 and 0. But right below, we don't have the years of the anniversary, nor the logo for IBM. And on the reverse, we can see the familiar Merlion design, but it's in matte or frosted finish. The 3 fighter jets have been replaced by 3 Chinook helicopters carrying the Singapore flag, something that you see on National Days parade in Singapore. Right below that, we have some bursting fireworks, and just below that, we have a change in the anniversary. It now reads the 51st anniversary of Singapore. The composition of the metal is right over here. And just above, we have the year of issue of 2016. Again, we don't see the logo or min mark for IBM on the obverse. So a pretty unusual design, quite a departure from the previous silver rounds. But nevertheless, an interesting Merlion silver round to add to my Merlion collection. And with that final silver round, that completes my review of the IBM or International Bullion Mint for Singapore for their SG50 silver round series. Again, my apologies that not much information is available about these silver rounds, but when I do find out more, I'll do an update to this video. But if you'd like to read more about these silver rounds, I've already created the Numista pages for them, and I'll leave the links to those pages in the description text below. Again, these silver rounds are quite scarce and quite difficult to find, so it's awesome that I'm able to bring the entire collection for your viewing pleasure. And if you do have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, don't forget to leave me a like if you have enjoyed this content, and be sure to hit that share and subscribe buttons down here if you have not done so. As always, from everybody over here, you all please take care, be safe, and have a nice day.
Mm-hmm.